The video stopped on me, so I just had to, didn't want to do the video over again, just continue where I last stopped. It's the front wheel, you can see the display. Visually you can even see how bad this bearing is. It's about to break. The good thing about it, didn't start turning in its housing, meaning the housing can still be used. We're able to replace those bearings and the whole thing should be good again. Now, how to strip this off? To get the tracks off, let's first go see the conditions of the tracks. Now, on another video with said tracks on these machines, it doesn't matter the condition of the track on the outside. Normally those lugs in the inside, that will normally go first or break off before the track goes. And that's on a wide track. It's different than on the narrow track. And the track itself will break before you see failure on the inside, but that's then gear driven on the newer models of narrow tracks only. Meaning, if you see this sort of thing, it looks bad on the edges. Not so much of a concern as they don't really work. It's not a lot of surface to the ground. I mean, that doesn't do much there. What does count is then. Now you will know, you see that they start breaking apart. Then half of it will be gone. Then they start stripping off the complete thing. If it's like halfway broken off or worn out, that's when you start looking at replacing the tracks. These tracks look terrible on the outside, but they still do a lot if you look at it on the inside. Take the tracks off. You have to remove this front wheel. You undo the nut here. The wheel slides out while the track's still on. Then on the inside, you can see that you've got the tensioner sitting there. The tensioner sitting there. You've got this bolt, so just loosely hanged on there. It's just on the inside there, if you can't see. You have to undo that bolt, and that's a lock nut. Then you need to wind it back with a ratchet like this. Fits in the back of it, and keep on turning. That needs to come back. When it's tensioned, that there will be sitting in there, or needs to be sitting in between those two greens. That means if it sits there, it's on the right tension. The spring over there is on the right tension. You turn it back all the way. When you do that, the track will be hanging down there loose. And that time is when you can pull it off. Pull it off from the front first, and then you can take it off the back. Another thing, when you detension this with the ratchet, it's quite really stiff, not easy to get it off, so start by spraying it with something. You can use it, shift your bastard, or WD-40 or something like that. I use this piece of square bar just on the end of it. Use some leverage on it to make it easier. With the track off, you can get to all those wheels down below. That's not a problem. The only really difficult one is you need to get to the front inner ones. You can't take them out at this stage because they're sitting in there, and you want to slide them out. The chassis is in the way there. You can't get them out. The only way to do that is quite a process. This bolt goes in there, all the way in there, and it sticks out in the inside there. Needs to be undone. The nut there is a difficult one. As you go buy a spanner just for it. Spanner forward and enough a day, in it up with a 1/13/16 inch. Once you've undone that nut, you pull it out, and when you pull it out, you want to swing the whole frame or cradle or whatever it's called down. However, you can pull it out from there and it will only drop by so much, which is not enough. So to get it to drop more, we'll undo this bolt here. You only need to loosen it up so it can swing. And then this bolt here, which holds the drive motor, it's in the way here at the back. It was only the nut. So you only need to undo the nut of this bolt, which sits in the back there, and pull the bolt out only slightly like this, so it will pass this framework here. Once it passes this, it will drop far enough for you to be able to pull the pulley out from under the chassis. Oh, that should be enough. Covers it all. That way you can do the whole undercarriage of that machine. Front wheels, center wheels. Maybe the one thing I could say is, when I mentioned back wheel works the hardest, the front wheel works as hard as well. The center ones doesn't work that hard. So if I were on servicing and a back one feels like this wheel here, which was, we know bearings are gonna fail first or soon, we'll go with a wheel that's the tightest, without getting jammed while turning it. Like that's a real good wheel there, real good on its bearings. And I will take this wheel and I'll put that back because it's going to work the hardest. And the worst wheel is to go anywhere in the center here. That's where it doesn't work that hard. That is if you want to do those wheels on a later date, fix them then by moving that center to the back will prolong life on the back and give you further life before you have to replace those bearings.